Making an accurate bow shot is entirely different when shooting through the blind.
There's no doubt that pop-up ground blinds are becoming more and more popular with today's deer and turkey hunter. And one of the most common questions we get at North American Hunter magazine is what style of broadhead is best to shoot through those mesh windows of a pop-up blind. Most bow hunters know that fixed blade broadheads will cut through the shoot-through mesh of a blind without any trouble. Most of the questions that we receive at the magazine are particular about mechanical style broadheads, those that open up on impact. Will they open when they go through that mesh fabric? What I'd like to do is show you the two broadheads that I carry each spring turkey season, and one of them shoots beautifully through the shoot-through mesh, and one of them I won't even try shooting it through the mesh because I know it'll open and thereby destroy accuracy. Let's head over to the blind. All right, now the way I've got this blind and my target set up today, I usually don't ever hunt and try and shoot through these back panels, which is where the door is. So for practice, since I'm just going to put a bunch of holes in the mesh, I'm going to shoot through these back panels. Now the two broadheads that I carry when I'm turkey hunting out of a blind are an NAP gobbler getter and a rocket steelhead. Now when I can shoot with all the windows open on the blind, I'll shoot this NAP gobbler getter. This has got a blunt front end, and all the edges of these blades, which jackknife open like this, are dull. That prevents the broadhead from flying all the way through a turkey, but this blunt front end doesn't cut a very good hole going through the mesh fabric of a blind. Now if there's any chance that I have to shoot through the mesh, then I use a rocket steelhead. This again jackknifes open like the gobbler getter, but unlike that broadhead, this has a very sharp chisel point, and each of the edges of these broadheads blades is sharp. This will immediately cut a very small hole through the mesh and shoot accurately at whatever distance I need it to. Oh, now there I can see it. That rocket steelhead just cut a small little dime-sized hole. If that had opened up, if all three of those blades had opened as it went through the mesh, you'd see the big X cut through the mesh. But there's proof positive that it stayed closed. Certainly it opened when it got to the target, but it stayed closed going through the mesh. And none of us get to hunt as much as we'd like, and I'm included in that. And this preseason practice, shooting through the mesh, identifying which broadheads perform best, that way I know that when I head out this fall, my time will not be wasted. I'll have the best chance possible of having success.